Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, 005 Dynasty. So I'm back with another video, and you guys know I've been on YouTube talking about people stealing beats and stealing song ideas and having other producers replay your music over and then giving it to, artists that are on record labels that could get the music out a lot faster. So there's some type of back door that they could go through if you don't fill out the copyright forms correctly. So you have to fill out the underlying composition part of the form. So meaning like if you just copyright this sound recording, well then that's supposed to only represent one side, basically like the master side, like the master recording of your audio track of your song. Don't matter if it's an instrumental or if it has lyrics. But then if you don't specify the underlying composition, meaning like somebody else could come along and they could specify the underlying composition by copyrighting a song, and then they might win the case over you because you specifically didn't put the underlying composition. This is what I'm understanding. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if what I'm saying is even 100% correct, but I got this lady who's breaking down the underlying composition in the form. So I want to play this video for you guys so you can hear what she's saying.
Also features on the album, so it would not be a synonymous word. Okay, then you save this, and that's where it's important that you say, okay, the author created the sound recording, but in the other field, if the author contributed to both the sound recording and the recorded work, then you'll check the box sound recording, which we did, and then in the other field you'll describe the author's contribution to the recorded work. So here I'll add lyrics and music. So by doing that, I'm also copyrighting the underlying composition, the song that is on the sound recording, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Then I'll continue, and I'll go to the claimants, and you can, if it's you again, you just add me, and that's you'll fill in that information if you want to edit. So you'll add your address. If you're a label.
So I hope you guys got that. So I know you could also copyright by saying like with or without lyrics. Also, that's like, but the she's saying you should put, I'm saying, lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So it's tricky, guys and girls. It's tricky. All I'm going to say is this. Maybe you guys should sit down with a lawyer when you go to copyright your projects. And I believe you should copyright a project. So it's like, even if you're putting out instrumentals, you want to copyright that whole instrumental album. So it's like, you don't have to do this multiple times and waste a lot of money. So that's what I'm doing with my album. I'm going to finish my album, my album with me rhyming on it, and I'm going to copyright that whole thing, and I'm going to make sure that I do the underlining composition part of it as well as the sound recording, because that's crazy that this if you literally miss a step, if you literally miss a simple step on an application, that could lead to back doors, and these record labels know this type of stuff, and they got lawyers, and they be like, oh, they only copyrighted the sound recording. So, but we could go in there and do this. Let me say, I don't know, man. I'm just speculating because I saw a case, and yeah, man. Maybe you guys might. Let me see if I could go and find that really quick. So I'm on YouTube. Let me go to my YouTube studio really quick. So let's go right here. I replied to the gentleman because he asked me about the case that I saw, and the case was with French Montana. So I'm not trying to name drop, but I'm just saying that you go to Complex. It's on a couple websites. They break it down, but it says French Montana wins sampling lawsuit in appeals court, right? So it goes through and it tells you all this stuff, right? But then here at the bottom, it says, I think it was here. When a judge dismissed the producer's case last year, she did so because he failed to show the direct sampling of his sound recording. This was as Billboard noted. So you can click on that link too, right? They citated it. It goes because Richardson had copyrighted only the sound recording, not the underlying composition. That turned out to be an oversight fatal to his case. So, and it says, I think that's the judge. The judge's ruling. She made it clear that she didn't consider it a technical win for Montana, not one that he should claim as a. So anyway, so basically, I think it's like a flaw in the way they filled out the form. This is what I'm understanding from my reading. I might be reading it wrong, guys. This, you know what I'm saying? But maybe you could read it and understand it better, or maybe a lawyer can break it down better. But what I'm understanding is you have to put the underlying composition. And so now let's go back to YouTube really quick and bring it back a little bit.
Or if you're a publisher, you
Right there, right.
and that's it. That's all there is to it. Created the sound recording, but in the other field, if the author contributed to both the sound recording and the recorded work, then you'll check the box sound recording, which we did, and then in the other field, you'll describe the author's contribution to the recorded work. So here I'll add lyrics and music.
So lyrics and music.
So by doing that, I'm also copyrighting the underlying composition, the song that is on the sound recording. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Then I'll continue, and I'll go to the claimants, and you can, if it's you again, you just add me in.
So again, guys, you could check out the comment section as well. See, people were saying that they changed the copyrights and stuff like that. This is what I'm saying. So I think you guys need to speak with a lawyer, because there's going to be a lot of questions that you have that maybe some of these videos don't really cover. So, like, for example, like when I go to copyright the album, I'm going to sit down with a lawyer and we're going to copyright it for real. Like, I want to make sure that the whole album is copyrighted, but also each individual song is protected and the underlying composition is protected for lyrics, music, the sound recording. I own everything, and I will pay whatever I got to pay. So this your boy Old 5 Dynasty. Be careful, guys and girls out there, when you're putting your music online. And I know, some of the people were saying like they want to still see me put music out and show like my creativity, but I don't know if I could do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the album, and then once it's all copyrighted and it's all published and it's on like saying my PRO and all that stuff, then maybe I'll go back and I'll showcase how I did my album. Maybe that could be like some way that I show you guys, like working in the studio. Like I'll probably record the process and then put those videos out after it's protected, so then nobody can mess with my work, and I could show it. Maybe I'll do it like that. But as far as like just going online and just doing random live stream videos and just showing my work like how all these other people do, I'm done with that, because I don't have time to be going to court and fighting people because they're greedy for money, because they can't come up with a simple melody, or because they don't want to pay me. I mean, this world is getting ridiculous, guys. Like, nobody wants to pay. Nobody wants to pay the human being anymore. And it's crazy, like how people are human beings, but they act like they don't want to work with human beings. But you're a human being. Like how they got AI taking over everything, and all these jobs are being cut. Like, I'm not gonna. I don't want to sit here and complain, because what I'm saying, I still have breath. I'm saying, going into my lungs. Like, I'm still walking. I can eat and all that stuff. But even my job got cut, guys. Like, I can't. What I'm saying? Like, I work a 9 to 5. I don't work a 9 to 5 anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like, AI is taking over and cutting jobs. Like, my job got cut by an AI. So it is what it is, though. So let's just keep it on music. So when it comes to this music, though, guys, man, it's a crazy game out there. Everybody's just trying to like just one up everybody else. They're all trying to. I don't know, man. This your boy over Dynasty. Just protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. Speak to lawyers. Do not try to do it all on your own. Even though all this information is out here on the internet, you still go and speak to a lawyer. They're going to have all the updated information on the system or whatever system it is. They're going to have all the new, fresh information, and you work with that lawyer and you just pay what you have to pay to protect your creative work. That is your asset. That's the asset that you're creating for you and your family, for generational wealth for the rest of your life. So protect your asset, protect your creativity, guys, before you start just giving it to the internet. But these people do not care. None of these people care. They only care about themselves. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me and be careful. They're stealing beats. And also, I'm multi-platinum. If you know, you know. You know, you know. Multi-platinum. You gotta. If you don't know, you gotta watch a couple of my videos. Go watch the multi-platinum producer videos. Multi-platinum. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.